Hello students and hello everyone. Welcome back to Sri Sai Adhan Online Tuitions. My name is P. Rajesh Ramarao and this is a continuation part of topic matter class 8 physics, and this part is B. In this topic, students, we will study about how does this state of matter changes. What? Yeah, you heard right. How does this state of matter changes? A simple and a routine example I will give you so that you can understand the concept very easily and quickly, my dear students. So what is this change? First of all, we have seen so many changes in and around us. Sunlight, it indicates the day has begun. Afternoon and the sunset, the day has end. At night we eat and sleep again. Again the daily routine, when the sun rises, the day has begun. So on. So what about the matter here we are talking, which has a definite shape and volume? Tell me students. So here the topic is the change of state in matter using kinetic energy. The topic is the change of state in matter using kinetic energy. So what is the change and how a change will be? Suppose if I start heating this object, or if I reduce the heat, that is if I supply cool, then what will happen? Definitely this is a plastic. After some time it will melt. So there is a change in the state of this particular matter. Am I clear? How did this object, that is this matter, has changed? What did I say, my dear students? I told that I am supplying some heat. So this object is absorbing the heat. So change may occur due to absorbing of heat or releasing of heat. So when heat is absorbed or given out, what did I say, students? When heat is absorbed or given out by a substance, in addition to rise or fall in the temperature. What is this rise or fall in the temperature? What I have done here, I told I am supplying heat. When I am supplying heat, students, definitely the temperature will increase for this object. When I am supplying heat, definitely the temperature will show rise. That is, the temperature will increase. Or the fall in temperature. When the temperature will fall, if you are reducing it. Or change in dimensions of the substance. Dimensions here, the length and the breadth, the size of the object changes. Then we will refer to it as there is a change of state. There is a change of state. So what actually the definition of change of state is? The process due to which a substance changes from one physical state to another physical state. What? From one physical state to another physical state. How this object or this matter is going to change the state? Either by absorbing heat or releasing heat. Either by absorbing heat or releasing heat energy, then we will call it as a change of state. What do we say, students? We call it as a change of state. Am I clear? Now we will study some terms which are related to change in matter. What they are? Before going into it, a small example I will give you. You have seen what? When I take a water bottle and keep it in the deep freezer, what will happen after some time, students? the water bottle, the water which is present in that bottle freezes itself and the water changes to ice. You have seen what again your mother offering prayer to the Lord and the God. She takes camphor and she lights it up. We get light, and afterwards, where does the camphor goes? It disappears. You cannot see. The camphor is in the solid state, but after some time you cannot see. Again, another example, the naphthalene balls. Naphthalene balls are also called as mothballs. So mother keeps it in between the clothes so that the bad odor should not come from the clothes. Either they are used or not used for a longer time. After some time or after some days, what happens to the mothballs? They disappear. How? Or what this is? Change here it is called as. That all the terms now we are going to discuss. My dear students, come on. We will start with fusion. Fusion or melting. What is this fusion or melting? The process due to which, it is a process due to which what happens? A solid changes. The solid changes into a liquid state when at a fixed temperature. How? By absorption of heat energy. This solid is going to absorb some heat energy and it will change its state from solid to liquid at a particular fixed temperature. Then we will call it as a melting point or a fusion. What do we call? We call it as a melting point or fusion. I said the ice cube, I took it out and I started heating here. Ice cube is having a definite shape. If I start heating that part, what will happen? The ice slowly starts melting into water here. The ice starts melting to water. Immediately? No. It will take some time. All the particles of ice will absorb the heat energy which we are supplying to it. When all the particles absorb the heat energy, then at one particular temperature, it will start melt to liquid. Then this process of changing the state from solid to liquid state by absorbing heat energy at a fixed temperature, my dear students, we call it as a fusion or melting. What do we call? We call it as fusion or melting. So here, what did I say? The temperature will be fixed here at one particular temperature. Immediately I will take a bowl and keep the ice cubes and start supplying it. Will it melt? No, not at all. The ice cube will slowly absorb after some time when it reaches the particular temperature. The temperature will be increasing, students. How? You are supplying continuously the heat. You didn't stop the supplying heat energy. At one particular temperature, the particles which are present in the ice, the solid state, it will stop taking the heat. They are all hot. Then they will change to liquid state. That particular temperature is known as your fusion point or melting point. So, the fixed temperature at which a solid changes into a liquid state due to the process of fusion. Fusion means here just now we studied. So here the temperature is fixed. At this temperature, when solid changes into a liquid state, by the process of fusion, we call it as a fusion point or melting point. Example, ice is a solid state. You are heating it, that is absorption of heat. And this process is known as fusion. So at one particular temperature, it will change its state from solid to liquid state, that is water. The melting point of ice is, my dear students, 0 degrees Celsius. The melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. Understood, students? Now, students, we have converted from solid to liquid. The next part will be the process due to which a liquid changes into a solid state again. Earlier what we have done, we have changed a solid to a liquid. Now liquid we are bringing back again to its a solid state. Then what we call, how are we going to bring? There will be a release of heat. When the liquid changes to a solid state, again at a fixed temperature, how with the release of heat, or you can say or on a cooling, then this process is known as your solidification or freezing. What do we say, students? We say solidification or freezing. Example, water is a liquid state. When we cool it, that is on releasing the heat, it changes to ice, that is solid. This process is known as a solidification. So here at some fixed temperature, that is at the particular fixed temperature, when a liquid changes to a solid state, at the fixed temperature, when the liquid state changes to a solid state, how? By freezing or solidification process. We call that point as a freezing point or solidification point. We call it as a freezing point or solidification point. Note, dear students, 0 degrees is a freezing point of ice. 0 degrees is a freezing point of ice. So now we did the conversion from solid to liquid and liquid to solid. Is it possible to convert from liquid to gas? Yes, it is. How? See here again. So it is a process. In this process, what you are doing, students? You are converting a liquid state into a gaseous state. Again at some fixed temperature. How again? Due to heat energy. What is being done with the heat energy? It is being absorbed. Due to the absorption of heat energy or by heating, when a liquid changes to a solid gaseous state at a particular temperature, we call it as a vaporization or a boiling. What do we call? We say vaporization or boiling. The water in the winter season, it's very cool. I need some hot water. Water is in the liquid state. Here, absorption of heat. You are heating it. Then the steam. After some time you will get a steam which is in the gaseous state. So this process of conversion at a particular temperature is known as a is known as vaporization. Now students, the next term is about boiling point. As in the earlier slide we have studied about boiling. Now boiling and vaporization. Now in this slide we are going to study about boiling point and vaporization point. What is that? Again, it is a fixed temperature. For what? You are going to change a solid state to a liquid state. So the fixed temperature at which when a liquid changes into a gaseous state, how? By the process called vaporization, then that point is known as boiling point or freezing point. Boiling point or vaporization point. Please excuse me. Here the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So the point at which or the temperature at which when the liquid changes into a gaseous state by the process or due to the process of vaporization, we will call, or it is known as a boiling point or vaporization point, and the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Now solid to liquid, liquid to solid, liquid to gas, gas again to liquid. So the process due to which a gaseous changes to a liquid state. What, students? We change the state from gaseous state to a liquid state again at a particular temperature. Then we will call how? By cooling. At one particular temperature you are cooling it or you are releasing the heat so that a gas can be converted to a liquid state. We call it as a condensation. Gas is a steam. We are converting it to what? To water. That is your liquid state. How? By releasing of it. due to release of heat, and this process is known as condensation. This process is known as condensation. Again, the fixed temperature. So condensation point means the fixed temperature at which what happens, a gaseous state matter changes into a liquid state. How? Due to the process called condensation. Then that particular temperature point is known as a condensation point. That particular temperature point is known as condensation point. Clear, students? Now students, we discuss about evaporation. What is this here? Here the liquid state changes into its vapor state at any temperature when below its boiling point, students. Earlier we have studied about fixed temperatures. When there is a change of state from liquid to solid or solid to liquid or liquid to gas. Here what happens here in the evaporation part, the change of liquid state into its vapor state at any temperature but below its boiling point, below its boiling, then we will call it as evaporation. Next here, as in the starting of this video, I have said that naphthalene balls are also known as your mothballs. When they are placed in between the clothes, after few days or after few days, suppose you cannot see the naphthalene balls where you have or your mother has placed it. What happened? It disappears. So naphthalene ball was in the solid state. But when placed in between the clothes, after some duration, it has disappeared. So solid has changed into gaseous state directly without going into a liquid state. When a solid changes directly to gaseous state without going into a liquid state, we call it as a sublimation. The process due to which a solid directly changes into gaseous state. How? On a heating is called sublimation. So here the substance which is in the solid state, is known as sublimate, and the substance which is in the gaseous state is known as sublime. The camphor is in the solid state, so it is known as a sublimate. But when you light it up, after a few seconds, it turns into gas. That gaseous state is known as your sublime. Now coming back here, the process in which a gas on cooling transforms directly into a solid. Here the gas on cooling, it changes to solid state without again going into a liquid state. Directly from gas to solid by cooling is known as deposition. Deposition is the reverse of sublimation, my dear students. Deposition is the reverse of sublimation. These are the terms related to the change in matter. The diagrammatic view of all the changes, that is the terms what we have done, all the changes in matter is represented here. This is your solid, all the molecules are closely packed. This is your liquid, loosely packed, and this is your gas, much more loosely packed than solids. So when a solid changes to a liquid state is melting. Liquid changes to a solid state, freezing. Liquid to gas, vaporization. Again gas to liquid, condensation. Solid to gas, just now we studied sublimation, and gas to again a solid conversion is known as deposition. This diagram will clearly you understand what the change of matter means and what are the terms related to the change of matter. Dear students, hope you all understood. This comes to an end of the topic matter of class 8th. Meet you soon with a new topic, my dear students. Please do subscribe our channel, and thank you very much, my dear students, and thank you all.